Once, in the heart of a dense forest cloaked in an eerie mist, there stood an old, abandoned cabin whispered about in hushed tones by locals. It was said that anyone who dared to venture into those woods would be met with a curse that bound them to the shadows forever. A group of adventurous friends, undeterred by the ominous tales, decided to spend a weekend camping deep within the forest. They set up their tents near the cabin, their laughter echoing through the trees as they roasted marshmallows over the crackling fire. As night fell and the darkness thickened, strange noises began to emerge from the depths of the forest. Twigs snapped, and leaves rustled with an unseen presence. Unease settled over the camp like a heavy shroud, but the friends dismissed their fears as mere figments of their imagination. Yet, as the hours passed, their sense of dread intensified. Shadows danced around the flickering fire, and whispers echoed through the trees, growing louder with each passing moment. One by one, the friends began to vanish into the darkness, swallowed whole by the malevolent force that lurked within the woods. Desperate and alone, the last remaining survivor stumbled upon the decrepit cabin, its windows shattered and its walls cloaked in darkness. With trembling hands, they pushed open the creaking door and stepped into the abyss beyond. Inside, they found themselves ensnared in a web of nightmares, haunted by the spirits of those who had perished within the forest's grasp. Whispers echoed through the corridors, their voices dripping with malice, as the darkness closed in around them. And as the first light of dawn pierced the sky, the forest fell silent once more, swallowing the cabin and its secrets whole, leaving only whispers and shadows in its wake. As the first light of dawn pierced the sky, casting a pale glow over the forest, the lone survivor emerged from the decrepit cabin, their eyes hollow and filled with unspeakable horror. They stumbled through the underbrush, their mind consumed by the terrifying ordeal they had endured. The forest itself seemed to recoil at their presence, the trees whispering among themselves as if mourning the souls lost within their ancient depths. But the survivor pressed on, driven by an instinctual need to escape the nightmare that had ensnared them. As they journeyed deeper into the woods, the boundary between reality and nightmare blurred, the very air crackling with malevolent energy. Shadows danced at the edge of their vision, and twisted forms lurked in the darkness, their eyes gleaming with unholy hunger. But just when all hope seemed lost, a faint glimmer of light pierced the oppressive gloom. Guided by an unseen force, the survivors stumbled upon a forgotten path hidden beneath the tangled undergrowth, leading them towards salvation. With each step, the oppressive weight of the forest lifted, replaced by a sense of fleeting freedom. And as they emerged from the shadowy embrace of the trees, the survivor cast one final glance back at the haunted woods, knowing that they had narrowly escaped the clutches of a darkness beyond comprehension. But deep within the heart of the forest, the whispers persisted, a grim reminder of the horrors that lurked within its ancient depths, waiting patiently for their next unwitting victim to stray too close to the edge of darkness. As the survivor retreated from the haunted woods, the memories of the harrowing night lingered like a sinister fog, casting a pall over their every thought. Though they had escaped the grasp of the forest's malevolent spirit, its chilling whispers continued to echo in the recesses of their mind, a constant reminder of the horrors they had witnessed. Returning to civilization, the survivor sought solace in the company of others, desperate to banish the specter of fear that had taken root within their soul. But try as they might, the memories of that fateful night refused to fade, haunting their every waking moment like a relentless shadow. Haunted by the unanswered questions that lingered in the wake of their ordeal, the survivor became consumed by an insatiable curiosity, driven to uncover the truth behind the forest's dark secret. They delved into ancient tomes and whispered legends, piecing together fragments of a forgotten history buried beneath layers of myth and superstition. Yet, the more they unearthed, the deeper the mystery seemed to grow, leading them down a labyrinthine path fraught with danger and deceit. Shadows danced at the edges of their vision, and whispers echoed in the darkness, warning them of the terrible price of their curiosity. But the survivor pressed on, driven by a relentless determination to unravel the enigma that had consumed their life. With each revelation, they drew closer to the truth, inching ever closer to the heart of the forest's dark secret. And as they stood on the threshold of discovery, bathed in the cold light of revelation, they realized with a sinking dread that some mysteries were never meant to be solved, and that the true horror lay not in the answers they sought, but in the unknowable depths of the darkness that lurked within us all. With the weight of their discoveries heavy upon them, the survivor grappled with the realization that some truths were too terrifying to comprehend fully. Yet, the allure of understanding, of peeling back the layers of mystery that enshrouded the haunted woods, proved irresistible. Driven by a mixture of dread and determination, the survivor resolved to confront the darkness head-on, to delve into the heart of the forest and uncover its deepest secrets. Armed with the knowledge gleaned from their research and fortified by a newfound sense of purpose, they embarked on a perilous journey into the unknown. The forest welcomed them with open arms, its ancient trees whispering tales of forgotten horrors and long-buried truths. Shadows danced at the edges of their vision, and the air grew thick with a palpable sense of foreboding as they ventured deeper into the wilderness. Each step brought them closer to the heart of the darkness that lurked within the forest, closer to the answers they sought yet dreaded to find. The trees seemed to close in around them, their twisted branches reaching out like gnarled fingers, as if warding off intruders from the secrets that lay hidden within their midst. And then, at last, they reached the clearing at the heart of the forest, where the air was heavy with the stench of decay and the ground was littered with the remnants of forgotten rituals. In the center stood an ancient tree, its gnarled roots sinking deep into the earth like the tendrils of some malevolent beast. As they approached, a sense of dread washed over them, threatening to engulf them in its icy embrace. And then, from the shadows, emerged a figure cloaked in darkness, its eyes gleaming with a hunger that transcended mortal understanding. With a voice like the whisper of the wind through the leaves, it spoke, revealing the terrible truth that lay at the heart of the haunted woods. And in that moment, the survivor understood that some mysteries were never meant to be unraveled, and that the price of knowledge was often far greater than the cost of ignorance. And so, with the weight of the forest's secrets heavy upon their shoulders, the survivor turned and fled, leaving behind the darkness that had threatened to consume them whole. But even as they emerged from the shadowy depths, they knew that they would never truly escape the horrors that lurked within the haunted woods, for some nightmares were destined to haunt us forevermore. Discover the worlds of horror with Rathkrog. Get ready to experience the exciting new horror masterpiece, Rathkrog, a horror novel, from the pen of the brilliant author who combines mystery and suspense in an unforgettable way. Send a terrifying story. Rathkrog lives in a dark world full of secrets and ghosts waiting to tell her tale of horror and madness. An unforgettable reading experience. Prepare for an unforgettable journey through the pages of Rathkrog, as you are immersed in an atmosphere of fear and excitement on every page. Get ready for surprises and adventures. With each new page, exciting surprises and adventures await you in the world of Rathkrog. Reserve your copy now and prepare to immerse yourself in a world of horror and excitement. There is a 20% discount on the book. Purchase link in description. Once upon a time, nestled within the embrace of a lush forest, there existed a place known only to the bravest and most adventurous souls, the Enchanted Grove. It was a realm of wonder and magic, where sunlight danced through the leaves like shimmering ribbons and laughter echoed among the ancient trees. In this enchanted land, there lived a group of young friends whose hearts brimmed with curiosity and boundless energy. Their names were as varied as the colors of the forest itself. There was Lily, with her eyes as bright as the morning dew; Ethan, whose laughter rang out like the song of 1,000 birds; Ava, whose spirit was as wild and free as the wind; and Noah, whose courage knew no bounds. Together, they roamed the enchanted grove, their laughter mingling with the rustle of leaves and the gentle murmur of the brook that wound its way through the heart of the forest. Each day brought new adventures and discoveries, as they explored hidden glens, climbed towering trees, and danced beneath the silver light of the moon. But amidst the laughter and merriment, whispers began to stir among the ancient trees, carrying with them tales of a long-forgotten magic, a magic so powerful, it had been sealed away for centuries, hidden deep within the heart of the forest. Intrigued by the stories, the young friends embarked on a quest to uncover the truth behind the whispers, their hearts ablaze with the thrill of adventure. Guided by a map woven from dreams and moonbeams, they journeyed deeper into the enchanted grove, their footsteps echoing through the emerald shadows. As they ventured forth, they encountered wonders beyond imagining: a glade where fireflies danced in a symphony of light, a waterfall whose crystal waters sparkled like diamonds in the sun, and a grove of ancient trees whose branches reached for the heavens themselves. But with each step, the whispers grew louder, their voices tinged with a hint of danger. And so, with hearts as bold as lions and spirits as bright as stars, they pressed onward, determined to unlock the secrets that lay hidden within the heart of the forest. At last, they reached the heart of the enchanted grove, where a magnificent tree stood tall and proud, its branches stretching toward the heavens in silent supplication. With trembling hands, they reached out to touch its ancient bark, feeling the pulse of magic thrumming beneath their fingertips. And then, as if by some unseen force, the tree began to glow with a brilliant light, illuminating the forest with its radiant glow. And in that moment, the young friends understood the true power of the enchanted grove: that magic lay not in spells or incantations, but in the bonds of friendship that bound them together. With hearts full and spirits soaring, they danced beneath the canopy of stars, their laughter echoing through the forest like a melody of hope and joy. And as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting its golden light upon the enchanted grove, they knew that their adventures had only just begun, for in the heart of the forest, anything was possible. And so, hand in hand, they set forth into the unknown, their laughter mingling with the rustle of leaves and the whisper of the wind, bound together by a love that would endure for all eternity. As the young friends ventured deeper into the enchanted grove, their hearts filled with a sense of wonder and excitement. Each step brought them closer to the mysteries that lay hidden within the ancient forest, and their bond grew stronger with every passing moment. Along the way, they encountered fantastical creatures: sprites that danced among the wildflowers, nymphs that sang enchanting melodies by the babbling brooks, and playful fairies that flitted through the treetops like beams of sunlight. Together, they shared stories and laughter, their spirits lifted by the magic that surrounded them. But amidst the beauty and enchantment, they also faced challenges that tested their courage and resolve. Deep within the heart of the forest, they stumbled upon a labyrinth of thorns, its twisted paths leading them deeper into darkness with every turn. Yet, undaunted by the obstacles before them, they pressed on, their determination unwavering. With each trial they overcame, their bond grew stronger, forged in the fires of adversity and strengthened by the light of friendship. Together, they discovered hidden glades where time seemed to stand still, and secret groves where the very air shimmered with magic. And then, one fateful evening, as they gathered around a crackling fire beneath the stars, they stumbled upon a forgotten tale, a legend whispered by the wind and carried on the wings of dreams. It spoke of a hidden treasure, buried deep within the heart of the enchanted grove, guarded by ancient spirits and protected by the very magic that sustained the forest itself. Determined to uncover the truth behind the legend, the young friends set out on a quest unlike any they had faced before. Guided by the light of the moon and the wisdom of the stars, they journeyed deeper into the forest, their hearts ablaze with the promise of adventure. Along the way, they encountered trials that tested their courage and resolve: rivers too swift to cross, mountains too steep to climb, and storms that raged with a fury unmatched by any mortal force. Yet, with unwavering faith in each other and the strength of their bond, they pressed on, undeterred by the challenges that lay ahead. And then, at last, they reached the heart of the enchanted grove, where the air crackled with magic and the very ground seemed to pulse with energy. With trembling hands, they uncovered the hidden treasure, a chest of shimmering gold and precious jewels, its lid adorned with symbols of ancient power. But as they reached out to claim their prize, a voice echoed through the forest, a voice as old as time itself, yet filled with a wisdom that transcended age. It spoke of the true meaning of treasure: not wealth or riches, but the bonds of friendship that endured in the face of adversity, and the memories that lingered long after the journey had ended. And so, as the young friends gazed upon the treasure before them, they realized that they had already found the greatest treasure of all: their friendship, forged in the fires of adventure and bound by the magic of the enchanted grove. And as they journeyed home beneath the light of the stars, their hearts filled with joy and gratitude, they knew that their adventures had only just begun, for in the heart of the forest, anything was possible. As they journeyed home beneath the light of the stars, their hearts filled with joy and gratitude, they knew that their adventures had only just begun, for in the heart of the forest, anything was possible. The enchanted grove whispered secrets to them as they walked, secrets of ancient civilizations that had once thrived within its embrace, and tales of heroes who had walked its paths long before they were even born. Each word was like a thread weaving the fabric of their imaginations, spinning stories of courage, love, and magic. As they emerged from the enchanted grove, the dawn painted the sky in hues of rose and gold, casting a warm glow over the world around them. They carried with them the memories of their journey, treasures far more valuable than any gold or jewels, the laughter of friends, the beauty of nature, and the magic of discovery. Their return to the village was met with joyous celebration, the townsfolk gathering to hear tales of their adventures in the enchanted grove. They spoke of fairies and sprites, of hidden glades and secret treasures, weaving a tapestry of wonder and enchantment that captured the imaginations of all who listened. But amidst the revelry, a shadow loomed, a darkness that threatened to extinguish the light of their newfound happiness. For deep within the heart of the enchanted grove, a darkness stirred, its presence felt like a chill wind blowing through the trees. Whispers of unrest spread through the forest, carried on the wings of the wind, warning of an ancient evil that had awoken from its slumber. The young friends knew that they could not ignore the call to action, that they must stand together once more to confront the darkness that threatened to engulf their beloved enchanted grove. And so, with hearts full of courage and determination, they set forth on a new adventure, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. For they knew that as long as they stood together, united in friendship and purpose, they could overcome even the darkest of shadows. And as they disappeared into the depths of the forest once more, their laughter echoing through the trees, they knew that their story was far from over, that the enchanted grove held countless adventures yet to be discovered, and that their bond would endure for all eternity. As they ventured deeper into the enchanted grove, the air grew heavy with anticipation, each step bringing them closer to the heart of the looming darkness. Yet, despite the palpable tension that hung in the air, the young friends drew strength from the unbreakable bond they shared, their spirits intertwined like the roots of the ancient trees that surrounded them. Guided by the faint whispers of the forest and the flickering light of fireflies, they journeyed through the shadowed depths, their senses sharpened by the adrenaline of impending danger. Along the way, they encountered signs of the encroaching darkness, twisted vines that choked the life from once vibrant flowers, and eerie whispers that seemed to emanate from the very earth itself. But with each obstacle they faced, their resolve only deepened, fueled by the unwavering belief that together, they could overcome even the greatest of challenges. For they knew that true strength lay not in power or might, but in the courage to stand against the darkness, united in purpose and determination. At last, they reached the heart of the enchanted grove, where the air thrummed with a malevolent energy that sent shivers down their spines. Before them loomed a towering citadel of darkness, its spires reaching towards the sky like gnarled claws grasping for the heavens. With hearts pounding and hands clenched tight, they stepped forward to confront the source of the encroaching shadow. As they entered the citadel, they were met with a labyrinth of twisting corridors and echoing chambers, each more foreboding than the last. But they pressed on, their footsteps echoing through the darkness like a beacon of hope amidst the encroaching despair. And then, at last, they reached the heart of the citadel, where a figure cloaked in shadows awaited them, its eyes burning with an unholy light. With a voice like the chill wind that swept through the forest, the figure spoke, a voice filled with bitterness and longing, a voice that echoed with the pain of centuries past. It revealed itself to be the guardian of the enchanted grove, tasked with preserving its ancient magic against the ravages of time. But as the centuries passed, the guardian had become consumed by darkness, its once noble purpose twisted by the weight of its own despair. It sought to envelop the forest in shadow, to protect it from the outside world at any cost, even if it meant sacrificing the very beauty it had sworn to defend. Yet, as the young friends listened to the guardian's tale, they saw not a creature of darkness, but a soul in need of redemption, a soul that had lost its way amidst the shadows of the past. And so, with hearts filled with compassion, they reached out to the guardian, offering friendship where there had been only loneliness, and understanding where there had been only bitterness. And in that moment, the darkness that had consumed the guardian began to wane, its grip loosening as light flooded into the chamber once more. With a final, weary sigh, the guardian relinquished its hold on the enchanted grove, its spirit free to roam the forest once more. As the light of dawn broke through the canopy above, bathing the enchanted grove in its golden embrace, the young friends emerged from the citadel, their hearts lightened by the knowledge that they had saved not only the forest, but the guardian itself. And as they looked out over the lush expanse of the enchanted grove, they knew that their adventures were far from over, that as long as they stood together, they could overcome any challenge that lay ahead, united in friendship and bound by the magic of the enchanted grove. Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled between rolling hills and meandering streams, there lived a group of adventurous youngsters whose spirits burned bright with the fire of curiosity and boundless imagination. Their names were as colorful as the flowers that adorned the village square: Emma, with her mischievous grin and eyes as blue as the summer sky; Oliver, whose laughter bubbled up like a brook in springtime; Mia, whose kindness knew no bounds; and Liam, whose bravery knew no limits. Together, they roamed the cobblestone streets of their village, their laughter echoing through the air like the chime of church bells. With each passing day, they sought new adventures, their hearts yearning for the thrill of discovery and the promise of the unknown. One crisp autumn morning, as golden leaves danced on the breeze and the scent of apple pie filled the air, they stumbled upon an old map tucked away in the dusty corners of the village library. It spoke of a hidden treasure, a chest filled with wonders beyond imagination, buried deep within the enchanted forest that lay beyond the village's edge. Excitement bubbled in their veins as they studied the map, its faded parchment filled with cryptic clues and whimsical illustrations. With a shared sense of determination, they vowed to uncover the secrets of the enchanted forest and claim the treasure that awaited them. And so, with hearts brimming with anticipation and backpacks filled with provisions, they set forth on their grand adventure, their laughter echoing through the forest like the chorus of woodland creatures. As they ventured deeper into the forest, they marveled at the wonders that surrounded them: the whispering trees, the babbling brooks, and the dappled sunlight that danced through the leaves like shards of spun gold. With each step, they drew closer to their goal, their spirits buoyed by the promise of discovery and the warmth of friendship. But the forest held secrets of its own, and as they delved deeper into its depths, they encountered challenges that tested their courage and resolve. They braved treacherous ravines, scaled towering cliffs, and navigated labyrinthine paths, their bond growing stronger with each obstacle they overcame. Along the way, they encountered magical creatures, sprites that flitted through the trees, elves that danced in shafts of moonlight, and wise old owls that watched over the forest with eyes as bright as stars. Each encounter filled them with wonder and awe, reaffirming their belief in the magic that lay hidden within the world around them. And then, one fateful evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the forest grew cloaked in shadow, they stumbled upon a clearing bathed in moonlight, where a magnificent tree stood tall and proud, its branches reaching toward the heavens in silent supplication. With trembling hands, they unearthed the treasure, a chest adorned with intricate carvings and adorned with jewels that sparkled like stars in the night sky. As they opened the chest, they were greeted by a sight more wondrous than they could have ever imagined: a trove of treasures from every corner of the earth, each one more magnificent than the last. But amidst the glittering riches, they found something far more precious: a scroll, its parchment weathered with age and inscribed with words of wisdom and wonder. It spoke of the true meaning of treasure: not gold or jewels, but the moments shared with loved ones, the laughter that echoed through the air, and the bonds of friendship that endured through the ages. With tears of joy and gratitude in their eyes, they embraced, their hearts overflowing with love and light. And as they gazed up at the stars that twinkled overhead, they knew that their adventure had only just begun, that as long as they stood together, they could conquer any challenge that lay ahead, united in friendship and bound by the magic of the enchanted forest. And so, hand in hand, they set forth into the unknown, their laughter echoing through the trees as they disappeared into the night, their hearts filled with the promise of new adventures and the beauty of friendship that would last a lifetime. As the friends ventured deeper into the enchanted forest, the air filled with the tantalizing aroma of wildflowers and the gentle rustle of leaves. Every step they took seemed to unveil new wonders, from hidden glens adorned with vibrant blooms to secret clearings where sunlight danced upon emerald moss. Their laughter echoed through the woods, a symphony of joy that resonated with the spirits of the forest. Birds sang in harmonious chorus, while butterflies flitted about, painting the air with splashes of color. It was as if the very essence of nature conspired to join them on their quest, embracing them with open arms and guiding their way. Yet, as they journeyed deeper, the forest began to reveal its mysteries, a labyrinth of twisting paths and hidden trails that tested their resolve at every turn. They encountered mystical creatures, each one more curious than the last, a playful fox that darted among the trees, a wise old owl that watched over the forest with knowing eyes, and even a mischievous sprite that led them on a merry chase through the underbrush. But despite the challenges they faced, their bond remained unbreakable, a beacon of light that shone through the darkest of nights. They supported each other through moments of doubt and fear, drawing strength from the friendship that bound them together. As they neared their destination, the forest seemed to come alive with anticipation, its ancient trees whispering secrets of the treasure that awaited them. Their hearts raced with excitement as they followed the map's clues, their eyes alight with the thrill of adventure. At last, they reached a clearing bathed in the soft glow of twilight, where a majestic oak tree stood sentinel over a patch of lush grass. Beneath its sprawling branches lay a chest, weathered with age and adorned with intricate carvings. With trembling hands, they lifted the lid, revealing treasures beyond their wildest dreams, a trove of jewels that sparkled like stars, ancient artifacts steeped in history, and relics of a bygone era that whispered tales of forgotten lands. But amidst the riches, they found something even more precious, a simple parchment, its surface worn with time yet brimming with wisdom. As they unfurled it, the words danced before their eyes, weaving a tale of friendship, courage, and the power of the human spirit. It spoke of the bonds that tied them together, forged through shared experiences and unwavering trust. It reminded them that true treasure lay not in gold or jewels, but in the moments they shared, the laughter, the tears, and the triumphs that defined their journey. With tears of gratitude in their eyes, they embraced, their hearts overflowing with love and appreciation. And as they gazed up at the stars that twinkled overhead, they knew that their adventure had only just begun, that the memories they had made would stay with them forever, guiding them through the trials and tribulations that lay ahead. And so, hand in hand, they made their way back through the enchanted forest, their laughter ringing out like a melody that echoed through the trees. For they knew that as long as they had each other, they could weather any storm, conquer any challenge, and continue to write the story of their lives together, one adventure at a time. As they made their way back through the enchanted forest, the golden rays of the setting sun painted the sky in hues of pink and orange, casting a warm glow over the verdant landscape. The air was alive with the gentle hum of nature, as if celebrating the triumph of friendship and the bonds that united them. With every step, they reflected on the journey they had shared, the challenges they had overcome, the mysteries they had unraveled, and the moments of pure joy that had filled their hearts. Each memory was a treasure in itself, a testament to the strength of their friendship and the magic of the enchanted forest. As they emerged from the woods, their spirits lifted and their hearts full, they were greeted by the familiar sights and sounds of their village. The quaint cottages glowed with the warm light of lanterns, and the scent of home-cooked meals wafted through the air, welcoming them back with open arms. The villagers gathered to hear tales of their adventures, their eyes wide with wonder as they listened to stories of hidden treasures and mystical creatures. They marveled at the bravery of the young friends and the bonds that had guided them through the darkest of nights. But amidst the celebrations, a sense of gratitude filled the air, a recognition of the beauty and magic that surrounded them, and the importance of cherishing every moment with those they held dear. For in the end, it was not the treasures they had uncovered or the challenges they had faced that mattered most, but the love and friendship that had sustained them along the way. And so, as the stars twinkled overhead and the night air filled with laughter and song, the young friends knew that their adventure was far from over. For as long as they had each other, the enchanted forest would always be there to welcome them home, with its mysteries waiting to be discovered and its magic waiting to be shared. And as they danced beneath the moonlight, their spirits soaring and their hearts intertwined, they knew that the true treasure of their journey lay not in the riches they had found, but in the bonds of friendship that had led them there. And so, hand in hand, they embraced the night, ready to embark on their next adventure, guided by the light of their friendship and the magic of the enchanted forest. As the night deepened and the village settled into a serene slumber, the young friends found themselves gathered around a crackling bonfire at the edge of the forest. The flames danced in the darkness, casting flickering shadows upon their faces as they recounted tales of their journey and shared dreams of the adventures yet to come. Under the canopy of stars, they laughed and talked late into the night, their voices blending with the symphony of nature around them. They spoke of distant lands and daring quests, of dragons to be slayed and kingdoms to be explored, their imaginations ignited by the endless possibilities that lay ahead. But amidst the laughter and camaraderie, a sense of reflection settled over the group, a quiet acknowledgement of the challenges they had faced and the lessons they had learned along the way. They spoke of courage in the face of fear, of resilience in the midst of adversity, and of the power of friendship to light the darkest of paths. As the fire burned low and the embers glowed like fallen stars, they shared their hopes and dreams for the future, each one a testament to the bonds that had brought them together. They pledged to stand by each other through thick and thin, to support and uplift one another as they journeyed through life's many twists and turns. And as the first light of dawn painted the sky in shades of rose and gold, they knew that their adventure was far from over. With hearts full of love and laughter, they bid farewell to the enchanted forest and the village that had been their home, ready to face whatever adventures lay ahead, hand in hand and heart to heart. For in the end, they understood that the true magic of their journey lay not in the treasures they had found or the challenges they had overcome, but in the friendships they had forged and the memories they had created along the way. And as they ventured forth into the unknown, they carried with them the light of those friendships, shining bright like the stars that guided their way. As the sun rose over the horizon, bathing the village in a golden glow, the young friends set out on their next great adventure. With their backpacks packed and their hearts filled with anticipation, they embarked on a journey that would take them far beyond the borders of their familiar world. Their path was illuminated by the warmth of friendship and the promise of discovery. As they traversed meandering rivers and climbed rugged mountains, their spirits buoyed by the knowledge that they were never alone. Along the way, they encountered new faces and kindred spirits, each one adding a new chapter to the story of their lives. They explored bustling cities teeming with life, where skyscrapers reached for the clouds and neon lights danced upon the streets. They wandered through ancient ruins steeped in history, where echoes of the past whispered tales of forgotten civilizations and lost legends. Through it all, their bond remained unbreakable, a beacon of light that guided them through the darkest of nights. They shared laughter and tears, triumphs and setbacks, each moment strengthening the ties that bound them together. As they journeyed onward, they found themselves drawn to the call of the wild, a longing for adventure that stirred deep within their souls. They ventured into untamed wildernesses, where the air was alive with the scent of pine and the cry of distant wolves. In the heart of the wilderness, they discovered a hidden paradise, a place untouched by the hands of time, where crystal clear lakes shimmered beneath the sun and towering trees stretched toward the heavens. Here, they found solace in the embrace of nature, their spirits renewed by the beauty that surrounded them. But even as they reveled in the wonders of the natural world, they never forgot the village they had left behind, the place where their journey had begun, and where their hearts would always belong. For it was there, amidst the cobblestone streets and quaint cottages, that they had discovered the true meaning of friendship and the magic that lay within their own hearts. As they sat beneath the stars, their faces illuminated by the soft glow of the campfire, they knew that their adventure was far from over. For as long as they had each other, the world would always be their playground, filled with endless possibilities and boundless opportunities for exploration. And so, hand in hand, they embraced the future that lay before them, ready to write the next chapter of their story together. For they knew that no matter where their journey took them, they would always be guided by the light of friendship and the magic of their shared adventures.